What it is, y'all. Okay, so this is a little bit of a bittersweet moment, okay? The final Festa banner is here. You guys have been asking me to summon on this. I have just enough to go start to finish on this sucker. So let's do it. Let's go in. Let's do one complete run of this. Now, before I do that, let me just say the main thing I want out of this, honestly, is the Festa assist Freya. I don't know. It's like at this point it's kind of a moot point, you know, but it would be nice to at least have her before the end of this. But as you can see, like all the Festas are here, including Belle. So let's just go. Let's just do this. Let's see what we get. I don't know what's going to happen. But here we go nevertheless. Okay, we have Asterius, just the regular, normal brown Minotaur. Nothing too crazy. Not promising anything all that awesome. Here we go. Nothing. So that bodes really well. Bodes really well for the rest of this. I really hope our final summons on these banners aren't just the shafting of the century. That would be atrocious. All right. So far, nothing great. Oh my gosh. Awesome. You know what? I'm not going to give up. We're going to go in again. Let's see that. No runes. No red minute. Summon number 3, y'all. Summon number 3. Let's see what we got here. SSR. I'm sorry, not even SSRs. Regular SRs. SR, and an SSR. All right, let me just stop here for a moment. Okay. Let me just kind of remind you guys, this was the initial problem that we kind of had with the game. The rates in this game are abysmal. That's not... That is kind of part of the course for a lot of gachas. There are not a lot of gachas that are as frugal, I guess you could say it, for lack of a better way to put it, as Dan Mimo was. But a lot of us come from those Dan Mimo days where you got a lot of new units. If anybody... One of my biggest gripes with this game has always been the fact that it's not free-to-play friendly, and you've got to scrimp and save just to go to Pity to maybe get one new unit. Maybe. Still no runes, still no red Minotaur. And I've been very lucky in this game. I have been exceptionally lucky in this game. No question about that. But even like situations like this, we're just going SR, 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 couple of SSRs at the end. Now, if you're somebody who's saved and worked hard and you've spent real paid sealess on this banner, it's no joke. But you're still talking a $200 investment to go as deep as I'm going to go today. And at summon number 4, I have practically nothing to show for it so far. No UR at all, period. Of all the URs we have in the game, no URs yet. No Festa unit yet. The only guarantee is here at the end with a $200-ish value on that Pity. And here I am, summon number 5, and still no red Minotaur, still not even, nothing really. Now, we can get a fake out. A fake out is completely possible here. So we're not, I'm not giving up or anything like that. But this is just, okay, so there is finally a UR. But it's a scene card. I mean, it's a URC card. I can't be mad about the fact that it is a scene card. It is a scene card. And one I actually do need dupes of. But no characters yet. Nothing. If anybody's taking notes, if anybody wants to make another gacha later on down the road, this is a problem. This is what drives people away from these games. This is why this game didn't have the backing, didn't have the playership. From go, a lot of us were like, I'm not going in as hard in this game as I did in Dan Mimo. Dan Mimo was really great at dangling the carrot, getting you really close to maxing out a unit and saying, if you want to max it out just a little bit more, you just got to go a little bit more. But then that little bit more was 10, 20, 30 bucks. It wasn't $200 for one unit, and then you've got to max that unit out 5 more times. Or you got to go to pity 5 more times just to max out the unit. Do the math on how much money that actually is. Okay, so we have a red Minotaur, but no runes, so this could just be another scene card. Realistically, this could just be another scene card. So let's see how this plays out here. There's a UR in here somewhere, and the way this has been acting, the way this has been behaving... Oh, it is an adventurer. Let's see. Ah, okay. Okay, it is a Festa. And it's a Festa I need dupes in. So Hedon is a welcomed addition to the team. That is awesome. Yeah. However, summon number 7. Summon number 7 before we got a UR. And I want to emphasize again that that is an incredibly lucky draw because the rates are really bad in this game. Devs, if you're watching this, if you're taking notes, the main thing I can say is the difference between this game and Dan Mimo. This game thirsts, and obviously thirsts. Whereas Dan Mimo, while it did, it has a gacha system in it, and it ran on our investments and our income and all that. The reason that it ran for 7 years is because a lot of us would get to that point of having 4 to 5 out of 6 and go, oh, we just got to go one more. Oh, but there's 3 units on the banner. Not there's 1 unit that we're trying to max out. There's 3 units on the banner. We have each one of them between 3, 4, and 5 dupes, and we just need that last couple, and instead of dropping a banner every couple of weeks, they would drop a banner up till the end. They did get a little greedy at the end, but for the first few years of the service, maybe once a month they'd drop a banner and go, okay, here you guys go. All right, so once again, we got a red Minotaur. That's great news. Will it be an adventure or an assist, or is this just another scene card? Now, the difference being, if you see the runes pop up at the bottom, that is a guaranteed character. But just having the red Minotaur on the fire is could just be a scene card. We did get a unit here, though. Oh. Hey! I'll take that. That is dupe number 3 for that unit. So I'll be honest, so far... So the summons have picked up. My summons are now going fantastically. And all my arguments from before are kind of null and void for me. But there is somebody out there summoning on this final banner for the very last time and is getting nothing. And that's just the reality of this. Well, I am now later on in the banner getting exceptionally lucky. Not everybody is going to be that way. Okay. I'll 100% take Ryu. That is 100% a fantastic summon. All right. But I want to emphasize, I say it's a fantastic summon. Being a speed unit, being one of the core units to the game, she has fallen off. Like, she's not what she was when this game first launched 2 years ago. So, fun. Great draw. I just like you reuse a character, but definitely not the summon we were looking for. Okay. There's our UR scene card. So really at the end of the summons here, my luck has picked up exceptionally. But I want to emphasize that I've been very vocal about the fact I have been extremely lucky in this game. I have definitely not gotten shafted as much as a lot of people out there have. And the reality is, as I said before, somebody is going into this banner, this final banner, their final attempt to pull those awesome units. By the way, guys, there is an offline version of this game. You do have to download the JP client. I will cover all that coming up soon. So you will be able to transfer all these units over to the I guess, the offline version of the game and continue to use and enjoy them. So that is 100% a thing. So don't get too distraught. That is a possibility, and that is coming. We'll cover that here shortly. But there's somebody out there that's just getting upset because they're just not pulling anything awesome. Oh, a WR. This one's a scene card. The other one was a character. Oh! Triple UR pull. Yo, now unfortunately that Leafia, I have her maxed, so it is what it is. But yeah. 2 just regular non-time limited units. But hey, it is what it is. All right. Here we go. And finally I pull her. Finally. That's what I've been wanting this whole time. Oh, we are just shy of the next summon. Hold up. Wait a minute. We're going to fix that. All right. So I would not recommend doing what I did, but I wanted to finish this off. I bought my final seals pack. It was like $5. I really don't want to encourage them anymore, but I really got to finish these summons. Now, that's what I'm talking about dangling the carrot. Like, I'm not going to flinch about that little bitty sum. So we did get runes. So we could get one more really rock-solid character here. Let's see what we get. New phone? Oh, it's Lunar. Never mind. Lunar is another general pool unit you can get here with tickets. WR draw, though, even though that was a scene card. Now, we do have a ticket here. I'm not going to spend it today. I've got to research what I want out of this banner, but we will come back and we will do that here in a couple of days. But for now, like, share, all the good stuff. We got some good stuff, but unfortunately, this is probably our last kind of paid summon for a bit. So, catch you all in the next one. A little bittersweet on that.